Was it his hand? I thought you said it was head.
It said through his pained whimpers.
Oh.
We're here.
What do we see?
You see there's a really haphazardly made chest right next to a large metal door. Like the whole back of the cave is made out of metal.
Alright,
The door is about 14 feet tall. And it has Dwarven language written all over it.
Damn it.
What does it say?
Or it looks like Dwarven. It's giant.
It's giant?
I'll let you know because you do know Dwarven.
It's giant.
Yeah.
It's not Dwarven, but it looks Dwarven.
Because it's a pasteurization.
Can I still make out some of what it says?
Oh, yeah, you can. The only word that you can properly make out is vault.
Oh, it says vault.
You're not that stupid. It's
I'm trying
just
to-
a haphazardly redone Dwarven language. I'm saying you could clearly see the word is vault. Like it's.
Oh, okay, well. It says that this might be a vault of some sort. That's the only. This part right here that I can see. The rest of it is unknown to me. Could be food vault.
I knock.
The door is solid enough that you don't even really hear anything on the other side. And there is no answer.
Yeah.
Man, we're talking about how we almost died to those goblins. Well, let's see if there's a giant back here. Nope. Darn it. The giant who cannot be leveled that low.
Just making sure. I
Well,
mean,
he
I can run fast. I'm a
baby
horse.
giant, so.
I'm not going to kill a baby giant.
Well, to you, it's just a giant.
To me, it would still be a baby.
Be like that thing from Spirited Away.
Oh, anyway, I guess take a closer look at the chest. What does it look like?
It looks like they took pieces of wood and metal from various other things and basically just slapped them together. And so there's a lock on it. Lock's not locked, though, because the goblins were pretty sure that they were coming back. They didn't think they were going to get massacred.
I look at one of them and say, "Is it safe to open?"
Eh? You just kind of, it just makes like a answer that sounds kind of like, yeah. The one that can speak, yes.
I open it.
You open it up, and it's a minute. No.
I was going to say, I ain't touching that door.
You open it up, it opens just fine. Inside, you can see there's 2 bags, coins. There is a sheathed sword. Is a falchion.
Ooh, Falcion.
And it's clearly too big for the goblins. Like, it's a medium-sized weapon. And there is an intricately made helmet, but the helmet is badly damaged and dented in. You can tell that at one point it must have been a sight to see and stuff, but it's damaged. But it seems like the helmet was clearly separated from the other things in the chest. Like the falchion and the bags of coins are over here on one side. The helmet is pushed over to the other side, like they were trying to purposely keep it away from the other things.
What is it?
Was there anything else in the chest?
What's it?
Detect evil.
Oh no, there is no evil in the chest.
Like, what does the helmet look like? Like, visually?
It's a
We shouldn't touch it, therefore the first thing we must do is go touch it.
well, he did detection and stuff. So.
He hasn't told me any of that, though.
Exactly.
I'm just.
I mean, if I see evil, I'll tell you I see evil, but...
Calamity! Oh god, calamity! It's do you remember what the steel winged helmet looked like from Skyrim?
With the.
Where it had the 2 little wing protrusions. I pulled up a picture just in case you don't remember what it looks like. But do you remember what it looks like? No. It looks like that, except one side.
The picture anyways.
One side of the actual head part is like looks like it was badly dented in.
Looks like a giant got a hold of it. There probably used to be a head in there. Might still be a head in there. Who knows?
Oh shit! There it is.
Who knows?
It looks paladin worthy.
With the big old dent in the side of it.
It's just battle scars.
Paladins, I don't think they very much show off their battle scars. That's an orc thing, not a paladin thing.
Paladins would pay out of pocket to have every dent fixed.
Yep.
Well,
Because their armor is basically their image.
Yeah.
They don't want to be a dented up, broken down image. They want to die.
Now there is at some point there's a magical augmentation from this book that is almost mandatory for paladins because of what it does. I don't know why I don't just tell you now. It's going to be like, I'll tell you later when you, but I can just tell you.
murder cases.
Blue shine. A suit of armor imbued with this property never tarnishes and is immune to acid damage and rusting effects. So, you always look, your armor always looks fairly pristine with that effect. So.
Neat. Isn't that just slow?
There's another one that's kind of also where it always makes your armor appear like it's slightly glowing and is freshly polished and everything, but it's kind of expensive.
My goodness, I was actually surprised it let me make it this big.
It's gonna happen when it has to push the icons away. Alright, so open the bags, see what's in them.
They're both filled to the brim with silver coins. Both would have about 200 silver coins in them each.
Okay. We can divide this later.
Oh, we were going to pack meal. We were going to. I mean, hi, Jacob.
And take a closer look at the helmet.
You pick it up. You can feel that there's definitely some magical properties to this helmet, but they're so old and underused that it's died down. It feels normally heavy in your hands, despite your strength. Like, it feels almost too heavy for you to pick up, despite the fact that it is the appropriate size for you. It's not like it's too big or anything, and it looks legitimately like it's made out of just plain steel. So.
Okay. Does anyone have an interest in the falchion?
What is a falchion anyway?
It's a slightly curved blade.
Curved sword. Sorry.
I'm trying to think of where you.
Curved
Yeah.
swords.
It's basically just.
I take a small stack out, put it over my hand, and unsheath the falchion, and then use detect evil, in case the sheath might have been hiding it.
It's a smart thing to do. How dare you be smart?
It's not reflecting your scores
you
right
can-
now.
But it is reflecting my paranoia about
It
sensing
is.
out the evil of the world.
Yeah, that's true.
Repeat what you said.
Take a small sack out of my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Put it over my hand like a glove. Unsheath the falchion so I can use detect evil in case the sheath was hiding.
It's not evil.
Okay.
Or so you think.
It's radiating with positive energy. So
Well, I resheath it and I hand it to the person who raised her hand, Xena. I was able to sense some sort of positive energy on this. Couldn't tell you what, but
I mean, yay! Neat.
we found that one on a dwarf.
And a door?
Yep.
I bet you couldn't get in this room.
No, they couldn't get past that door. The chest was theirs. He was saying that they found the falchion on the door.
can we see anything else in this room other than the chest and door?
There's some crudely done like goblin drawings and stuff all over the walls. You can clearly see over to the side there was a large elevated basically throne that they had made for the priestess.
Okay. I mean, how terrible.
You can definitely see that the metal that's all on the wall, some of it is on the floor, doesn't go very far. It's fused into the rock, so it was transmuted in. So
I think the only thing left we could try is the door handle.
Maybe
just like
Not
the
it.
goblins, none of you are tall enough to actually reach the handle. That's why he tried to get on the goblins were always fighting on who got to be on top of the stack of goblins to try and open the door.
Well, how high up is it?
I said the door is 15 feet.
So it's 7.5.
Mm-hmm.
And each goblin's like what? 2.5 feet tall?
Yeah.
So one could be on my shoulders and that'd be high enough to get in.
Huh.
So do we want to try and open the door? As I am voicing to the party.
Well, that was your first mistake.
Because the party won't voice their answer back.
goblins.
Fuck it. Take one of them on my shoulders to try and get the door handle.
They both start fighting over who gets to be on the shoulders to open up the door.
Maybe
The one closest to me, the one that was always closest to me, that one.
And the other one is fighting with it, trying to be the one to get up. Goblins are...
I threaten it with soap.
It hisses and immediately dashes back to you.
It's okay, darling. I won't let a mean man get you.
well,
The one that was always hiding behind you kind of puffs up its chest, like... goes and starts climbing on top of you. Unintentional damage. What's your armor class?
What?
20.
Oh, him?
He's stealing Sims. Very sharp 4-sided. You take 2 damage on accident as it climbs up and scratches at your face.
My face.
Again, not on purpose. It's trying to climb up, and it has claws. So
Them googles, man. Them googles.
As it happens. Wow. Can I reach the door?
Mhm.
Well, let's see what happens. It's locked. Oh my god.
tries to pull. It does not have the strength. I don't even have to roll. It does not have the strength to open up the door.
So how tall is this thing?
The door.
Yeah.
The door is
15
15
tall.
feet tall.
So
The
I
handle
stand on
is
top
about
of Gallagher's
the
back.
You easily reach it.
I pull.
Strength check.
how's the door handle?
Plus 2, 18.
It's barely budging, but you are slightly.
Why
A
don't we
peek
just?
in the little crack.
You can hear the whirling of gears and other things behind there, but it's fairly dark. You can't really see. Like it's
I
unnatural.
like how this, like, you two are fighting over this. I literally just stand up on the horse.
It's-
Well,
It's unnatural.
Surprised your horse is
dark.
in the cave.
I thought we never specified we didn't bring them,
We didn't.
so.
I assumed that you were bringing them. I mean,
Yeah.
we're leaving. You wouldn't leave especially because you know that there's a panther around here.
Yeah, I know.
We'll leave the horses.
Well, I don't know if there's a panther out there, but she does.
Brought the horses.
Like I said, it's a natural darkness. You can hear noises in there, but you can't really see anything because something is purposely obstructing your view. Like you, even with your dark vision isn't able to pierce through.
Word, man,
You
word.
got dark vision as well?
No. I don't think
Low
so.
light.
Low
Is it
light.
low light? Well, even with that, I mean, it's
At least I don't think so. I haven't read up on Grey Oaks.
actually, you would have dark vision.
I would?
Because they live in caves. They don't live underground, but they tend to live in caves or in heavily forested, like deep forested areas and stuff. Where it's
Darker. That's why
Yeah.
they're so damn pale. In Grey Oaks. That's not why they're pale. That's the excuse I'm going to give it.
what you see.
Well, that's not good. Oh, I don't care about these things. Yeah. Who what?
Your goblin was. What do you see?
Is he perched on my back, too?
Yep.
Oh. I can't see anything. Can you see anything?
No. Both goblins kind of perk up and are looking around for a little bit.
Oh.
We should go soon.
What's that?
We smell the furry ones. They're coming. They'll be here tomorrow.
Okay. Well, the door's cracked, so you can force the rest of it open, but I'm backing up.
I mean, we could always just mark down the fact that there's a door here and come back later.
They also said, though, the furry ones are coming and the other goblins are going to be back here soon, so.
The other goblins, they would be back
What are
a
the furry
couple of
ones?
days.
What are the furry ones?
Big, tall, covered in fur. They always push us around. They ate my dog.
Is he saying this in common?
Yeah, he's like he knows that you can't hear, and he figures that it's important enough to actually say it.
Well, I mean, if we just
Big
have...
Sis was the only thing that always kept him away. You'd at him. Talk amongst yourselves, watch creepy videos again or something.
We will!
Creepy videos.
well, we can either choose to investigate the door and make sure we're out by nightfall, or we can just leave.
Well, the door is cracked open. We just don't know what's inside there and if it's going to be something that we can finish within a couple days.
We had to finish within a few hours before the furry one showed up.
Well, that when
coming
he's saying
in,
that, like you would have, like it's still fairly early on in the day right now. It only took you 2 hours to get from the church to the cave, going at a decent pace. He was able to get through most of the traps fairly quick, so you still have the majority of the day. So you have, it would take like 17 hours or something before the furry one.
I mean,
I'm not going to give away what they are because, like
Go
you
and
said,
eat!
Fine.
Don't ruin the element of surprise. This
Why
is
not?
how. This is how we learn things. Like we could have learned about the goblin feet or whatever.
I like the no modifier.
Excellent. The game can finally get going again. So what did you decide that you were actually going to do at the door? I
Well,
left when you were talking it over.
since it's already like kind of open, let's just try and open it the rest of the way. Why not?
Okay.
I didn't agree to this.
It's Jacob.
I mean, you're free to do opposite actions of each other. It's not really encouraged, but I mean, I don't know. So,
I like how they have up to the size of a human skull. I can carve a skull out of that.
excellent. Hey, Sherman.
Run, Sherman, run!
Perky ears.
The trap, Sherman, run!
So you're gonna attempt a strength check then, right?
9.
It does not budge at all.
12.
Doesn't really budge still, like
Cool.
at least noticeable.
16.
Minuscule movement.
What?
You are moving it, but I mean,
You
this
are a
is
halfling, too. You have to take size into consideration.
like you're like
You
I
don't have
moved
the
it, guys.
leverage
I
for
moved
it.
it, and it's literally just millimeters that you're moving it. Like it's barely noticeable.
Why don't we?
The only reason why you know is because you're right there. So
Why don't we hook up a grappling hook, tie it around the doorknob, and then use leverage from the horse, one of the horses, and the red wagon.
I mean, do you have rope?
Do you have a
Yep.
horse?
you have a
Pony.
grappling hook.
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yeah, I wrote down. Yep. That, and I got 2 things of rope.
What type of rope?
Fancy rope. Wouldn't
I
you
got
like to
him.
fucking know?
I got the hemp rope.
It matters. Okay. All right. So who's gonna try and throw it up there?
Why don't we just place it up there around it?
Just tie it to a goblin. Throw the goblin.
Which goblin are you going to do that?
I can do that to a goblin. I made friends with goblins.
I can't throw a goblin. They're the same size.
Go away, you touch them anyway. They're providing a kindness by not trying to wipe you out right now.
I mean, did you say you had a grappling hook?
Yeah,
Can we just hook it onto the handle?
that's what I said. Bunny bread.
Whoa. Uncalled for.
Jacob, it's okay. It's okay. You go ahead and you heal those 2 points of damage that the goblin did to you. It's my gift to you for what he just said to you.
Unneeded barbarian.
I'll get by somehow. But thank you. Well, if the hook's tied to the rope, we can just fucking hook it up there. Just don't have to throw it.
Just fucking do it.
Just do it. Do it.
So I mean, once you're done tying it to the grappling hook, then sure.
I tie it to the grappling hook and give it to him.
Alright.
The guy when I was on my shoulders before.
Okay.
I'll lift him up. But he's not. Doesn't have to climb on me.
I don't want to take those two.
This time it's 4. Yes.
Well, it might be. Let's see if he flails.
He has a grappling hook in his hands now.
He does not flail.
That's good.
He goes limp in your hands.
He has accepted his fate.
Can you at least hook it up there while you're limp?
He says and goes, what?
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 You want the treasure?
What?
Which part?
Treasure.
Which part?
How about you get to
My
keep
hat.
your arms if you fucking do it?
Doing it.
Shut the fuck up, you. If we're saying this in Goblin. And I give you the eye. The fuck?
The goblin is immediately ready for spot check, though.
God, I'm so happy you don't know Goblin.
6.
He's close enough you're able to notice, just barely. As he's prepared, he has the grappling hook tied to the rope in one hand, but for a moment he puts the grappling hook like in the long part of his mouth to hold it. You can see him self-consciously just kind of touch his arm and slowly like does that with a look of worry in his eyes for a second before going back to being ready.
My precious.
Get him close to the door handle so he can hook it on there.
He loops it around and makes sure it's well, let's see. Oh, I should probably open up his stats. I was about ready to roll and be like, he didn't make it, but I'm sorry.
You should be. How fucking dare you? I
I
didn't
was
even notice what you
preemptive.
did.
Well, when I opened up my computer screen, my computer
How
touched your
fucking dare
computer.
you?
It's tainted now, and I feel gross for having done it. If I've done you a disservice. So, as payment, Jacob, you take 2 points of damage.
Yeah!
Why am I being punished?
You're over
You're
there.
the one holding the goblin.
You're over there. You have the goblin. You have a bandana on your head. I don't know. The bandana draws my eye immediately. I'm not gonna.
You fucking hit me.
As a gift for Jill, like I'm sorry. So you take 2 points of damage.
Did not-
I hope that clears things up between us. I'm not gonna do that. He's over there fairly uninteresting, but you got shiny stuff on you. You got glasses. You got a headband. I mean.
He's mentioned that
retro
headband
and stuff.
twice.
That headband it always draws my eye, man. It's
All about the headband, man.
Apparently.
just like you're almost not there, but that headband, that
You, nothing. That headband, all of it.
all of it.
Gee, I'm glad I showed up. If all you can see is my headband.
It's all you are to us now. A headband.
Stop moving around. It's getting hard for me to see the headband.
Do-do-do.
At least I gained the 2 hit points before I lost 2 more.
See? You gotta look at the bright side of things.
Okay, 20. He does successfully tie down and secure the grappling hook and rope to the door.
Wasn't that nice?
I did it.
Bring him down to the ground. Thank you.
What?
What?
What? Awesome.
What?
No.
In the butt? What? No. In the butt? I had no idea.
Yeah, that song though. Just that song. Alright, so now
Well, how do we tie the other end on to the horses without hurting them?
Tie it to the wagon. Let me tie it to the
But
wagon.
that would still just be your little pony trying to open this door. When we got this
It's not
war
working
horse,
much.
Well, we could.
Hey, it's not a goblin, so it doesn't care. So.
Come on.
He said, we got this war horse, and he indicated over to you. But it's Gallagher. It's not a goblin that it's trying to kill, so...
Just
Yeah, you...
what were you rolling for?
We just roll.
So are you gonna tie or are you gonna let me do it?
You haven't... Like, you've given one thing, you haven't really discussed it, you gotta...
Tie it. Are we sure that you don't want to try at least the pony first and then go on to the bigger things? Because it's easier this way.
Is it though? Because it sounds like if your way fails, we have to do it twice.
But then I have to get my thing out with all of his harnesses and everything. And then fit another person's horse with all the harnesses.
yeah, they ain't gonna fit on anybody else's horse. Your pony harnesses aren't gonna work.
Otherwise, I don't know.
They have the same strength as a pony. Sorry, I'm really sad. I'm as strong as a pony. Hey!
I mean, technically that's kind of a good thing in life. I mean...
13. Pony strength is 13, man.
I mean, that's good. Like, 10 is a normal person.
I guess.
So, you are, like, you would be above it. You're not, like, bodybuilder, come at me, I'll...
Come at me, bro.
Come at me, bro. Miss you.
No, I will say, your health points for your pony are only 11. My warhorse only has 30.
Which makes more sense for the warhorse to have that high, because
It's a warhorse.
it's getting constantly hit. You would be...
Yeah. It has a 17 con.
It would hopefully have a higher HP if it's the one
Poor
that's
little
charging.
pony.
What's your opinion on the situation?
Hmm?
Yes.
I whistle for Gallagher to open the door.
Gallagher suddenly grows a pair of arms and rips the door off.
As long as it's nudged enough, he can get his nose in there. You'd be surprised what horses can do. Like, I'm telling you.
I'm trying to think if it would be big enough for him to really get on there.
Because we had it cracked.
Yeah, but I mean, when I cracked, I meant it's like,
That's enough to fit a horse's head in
okay,
there.
his horse, his head would be big enough.
Horses'
to kind
heads
of
are
like,
only like that wide.
well, I didn't know how big it was in comparison, since it is a
It's a
far
horse.
bigger horse. Than,
The big thing about draft breeds is, yes, their head is kind of bigger, but most of their meat is in their muscle and feet.
okay, so
Their
it
heads
would
are
be able to get
relatively
him.
weird looking compared to the rest of them in all actuality. They're just kind of, they're normal sized horse heads on big fucking horse bodies is all they are.
Once
Then roll strength checks.
And he has an 18, so that's a plus 4, 18.
Oh, God.
He's slowly inching it open.
Yeah, he's more muscle than me, like literally this horse
Well,
has
then
more.
I guess I'll start pulling the rope to help. Maybe I can get a circumstance bonus for the horse.
Because I don't want to put it on his saddle because that'll actually do more damage to him than him nudging it open.
I will
Shit.
help as well.
Every strength check under
Eh,
5.
Every little bit counts. I rolled a 16.
Yeah, I guess you're helping. I mean, you are helping. Not, I guess you're helping. You are helping. It is helping inch by inch. It's a slow process.
Like, if he could hit more leverage on it, he
Yeah.
should be able to move like a couple thousand pounds, but if it's just his nose, it'd probably just be whatever he can get.
Like a couple thousand pounds or something?
Like, dude, draft breeds, man. Warhorse can drag up to 4,500 pounds. If he can get his full body to lean into it, that's how much he can weigh. But I'm assuming we're stopping as soon as we have something wide enough that we can fit through.
I figured that's what you
Yeah.
wanted.
So there's no need for him to lift that much or push that much.
I'm trying. Like I had intended, like this is supposed to be heavy because it's a thick door, and it's. But it's one of those things where it's like I don't know how to properly determine how heavy it would be, and with you saying should be able to move 1,000 and up pounds, it's like
Well, that's like him dragging it, like having it strapped in properly.
okay, so
With him just using his neck muscles, it'd be a lot less.
Yeah. Well, even still, I mean, Ethan is providing assistance. So
is Jacob.
that.
Jacob can't roll above 5 when it comes to a strength check.
Jacob's there for moral
Jacob's
support.
very upset over that.
Hey, roll again.
You get water, be right back.
All right.
There you go.
12.
Too bad that doesn't count.
That was me.
Jacob, do you need help?
No. Because all you see is my bandana.
I saw your glasses earlier. I'll wait till she gets back. It's going to be inched enough that you guys would be able to squeeze through, like barely, but you'll be able to squeeze through.
You mean Ethan will have an easy time because of how short he is?
Yeah. Well, Ethan and the goblins will actually have the easy time. You and Jill. Well, it won't be like impossible, but it's
You mean me and the giant? All 3 inches.
the real giant that shows back up.
Oh god. Me and the giant. All 3 inches of the giant.
Right. As you watch on, eventually the door is opened wide enough that you'll be able to squeeze through. The goblins, and like I told them, the goblins and Ethan will be able to just kind of walk on through. They'll have to turn to the side, but they'll be able to walk. You and Jacob will have to more so squeeze. But it's not that much effort. You don't even have to make a roll. It's just
I'm
kind of-
more worried about his armor.
She brought up a point that I didn't think about. Thank you, Joe.
No problem.
How will you get the armor through? Will you take the armor?
He is
through?
also the small, like I'm the biggest one in the group.
Mhm.
But armor's not malleable. So I mean, it's one of those things where his smallness.
He's more like stout than he is.
Are you stout, Mr. Half-Elf?
I am.
Get wrecked, nerd. Go on and date. Well, that won't really help your armor. But you could get nicer.
Hey.
Oh, you tired, Ben? Alright.
I actually wrote down stout as one of my traits. Cautious and stout.
So now you're in a predicament. Take
I'm
off the
thin.
armor
I'm
and be able
dancing
to
in and
get.
out of that little gap.
But your two things then produce this predicament. Take off your armor and be worried about what might happen on the other side while you're out of armor, or keep your armor on
Incarnate.
and be left alone out here as everybody else proceeds
The
through.
horses are going to be out there.
Those horses are competent.
Well,
They are.
Then again, how much extra space does banded mail take up?
I have no idea what's banded mail. Oh, I know what banded mail is. You have banded mail in fucking Paladin?
It
It's
actually
the best
wouldn't,
armor I could afford.
it actually wouldn't take up that much. Like it, maybe inch or two.
Because we're not running around with thousands of dollars on there.
yeah.
We only
She's
have.
not either. She has gems.
We
Bitch,
don't.
I bought you a horse. Stop your bitching.
I'm just saying. You're
Bought you
complaining
a
that I have
wonderful freaking Paladin war horse.
that
and
I
you're
have
bitching.
banded mail on a paladin. Well, guess what? I only had 900 gold and full plate's 1,500.
It is true.
Want some or full meat?
Then you have to take it off when you go through.
I can get it for you.
What's the price?
Remember, your
Eat
character
this.
still thinks my character's in good light, though. You thought I did a weird thing, but I did explain to it was for our own protection.
Yeah, I get it. And from my point of view, it could have very well kept her in this rest of the night quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's the price that you have to pay in order for her to get you the full plate? She needs you to eat this seed.
Listen, it's been a while. My baby's had babies. I need you to eat this.
No questions, just results.
Where'd your children have children?
They grew up. I'm
Just
an
like-
elf.
But you said
I adopted.
they were very young.
They
Well, for an
grew up.
elf.
They're always going to be very young for me. I'm still in some watermelon.
Okay.
Take that, nerd. Oh no. I miscalculated. Oh.
This was a horrible idea.
Mm. So can I get through with the armor or not?
I throw a torch in. I don't.
Somebody gets lit on fire.
That'd be awesome, though.
When the goblins